Please stand by for a priority communication from Supreme Chancellor Leontine Suresh of the Galactic Republic.
It's a great honor to speak with the warrior who struck down the Emperor. The Republic needs your strong arm once again.
It isn't every day the leader of the Free Galaxy calls. How can I help you, Madam Chancellor?
The Hutt Cartel has invaded Republic space and seized the planet Makeb. We will respond to this unprovoked act of aggression in full force. My War Council will be convening on Keylander Station in the Makeb system. I ask that you join us immediately.
I'll set a course for the Makeb system right now.
Proceed to the conference chamber on Keylander Station. I'll meet you there. Please hurry. We must act quickly and decisively against the Hutt's aggression.
Most cordial greetings. I am Zen Thrilo, Republic Protocol Officer. Welcome to Makeb and Keylander Station. Please hold all questions. Supreme Chancellor Suresh and her delegation are arriving.
Assembled friends, the Republic owes its continued survival to this brave Jedi. Entire worlds would be smoldering ruins if not for this hero's courage and sacrifice.
You know better than to sweet-talk me, Chancellor. There's trouble. What do you need me to do about it?
I'm glad to see success and fame haven't changed you. Victory over the Empire lies within our grasp. But first, we must face a cowardly act of unwarranted aggression. Supreme Commander Malcolm.
13 days ago, the Hutt Cartel violated Republic space and seized the planet Makeb. They've blockaded the system with 30 Ajur-class heavy cruisers.
Makeb's citizens have formally pledged to join the Republic if we respond to their crisis. We will not abandon them to the Hutt's brutality.
The planet must have something of value if the Hutts are risking outright war for it.
I don't care what motivates them. I want their blight removed from our space.
Severe atmospheric conditions on Makeb make large-scale troop landings impossible. We need help from local resistance forces to pull this off.
One of Makeb's business leaders, Shalem Avesta, is awaiting you on the surface. I want you working closely with him.
I'm surprised the planet's army didn't put up a fight. Or did the Hutts defeat them?
Makeb's entire military strength came from hired mercenaries. The Hutts simply bought them off. Liberating Makeb is your top priority, but I want the Hutt's ambitions ended permanently. Grandmaster Satil Shan has insight regarding our enemy's future plans.
The Jedi Council has meditated on the Cartel's actions. We believe that Makeb is a staging point for a larger attack on the entire galaxy.
The Hutts will not be allowed to expand their dominion at our expense.
No planet deserves Hutt rule. I'll see the galaxy safe from their kind if I have to kick every last one straight into the void myself.
I'll settle for a crippling strike that reminds them of their place. A shuttle will transport you to Shalem Avesta's encampment on the surface. Go now, and show the galaxy the Republic is not to be trifled with.
You're one of the Republic heroes come to free my homeworld. You're just... wow. I wish we'd joined the Republic ages ago.
Your people could have joined us when the Sith Empire returned to the galaxy. What stopped you?
That was before my time, but we've always minded our own business and not gotten involved in other people's fights. Stupid, huh? I was here when the Hutts blocked all of Makeb's comm channels. Haven't been able to get a signal from my family since. No idea what's happened down there.
There's only one way to find out. Fire up that shuttle's engines.
Don't know if they told you, but Makeb's atmosphere's a real mess. Most ships get torn to bits by electrical storms on entry. My baby's got special ion shields to absorb electromagnetic interference, but we're still in for a rough ride. Hopefully we won't land in little pieces.
How did the cartel conquer your planet if most ships can't even get through the atmosphere?
Our politicians figured, why draft an army when you can hire mercenaries? We bought the best. Bunch of hard cases called the Interstellar Regulators. But the Hutts didn't bother fighting them. They bought off the Regulators with a bigger bid. Ask Shalem Avesta. He'll tell you. My shuttle's prepped. Hop aboard and we'll be on our way. I want to take your anti-nausea stims too.
You honor my home, Master Jedi. I'm Shalem Avesta. The Supreme Chancellor promised us relief, but you're more than I ever hoped. My family helped found McCab. Avesta Mining has led our business council for decades. I was practically chief of state before the cartel's takeover. It wasn't an easy decision, but if joining the Republic is the only way to reclaim my home world's freedom, so be it.
You don't sound happy about this alliance. What made your decision to accept the Republic's help so difficult?
McCab's been independent since our founding. It's always been part of our people's character. Ilosof is a former mercenary with the Interstellar Regulators. Until recently, McCab's trusted private army and police force.
Quit when the Regulators sold out to the Hutts. I don't betray a client for credits.
Exceptions like him notwithstanding, the cartel bought off the Regulator forces and turned our former protectors against us.
The Hutts wouldn't risk open war, much less pay for a mercenary army without good cause.
I didn't stick around to hear the whole sales pitch. Wouldn't have mattered anyway.
I still don't know why this has happened. We've conducted peaceful business with the Hutt cartel for years.
Casualty and damage reports coming in. Talau City got rattled pretty hard, but no injuries. Lucky.
That's the 5th groundquake since the Hutt's takeover. The last one leveled the Taigan mining colony. They're still pulling bodies from the rubble.
These groundquakes started after the Hutts invaded? Doesn't sound like a coincidence.
You aren't the first to voice that thought. My niece Lambda is a respected geophysicist. She joined our resistance to prove there's a link between the groundquakes and the Hutt's deep core mining.
She was taking seismic readings on a deserted mesa when a whole company of regulators swarmed in. We lost contact with her.
I sent search parties to bring Lambda back, but they aren't trained or equipped to fight a mercenary force of that size.
What kind of people are in these search parties? Are they at least armed?
The bulk of our forces are civilian volunteers. A few know how to fight. Most don't.
Getting reports from our search parties. Dozens of regulators have pushed them back to the landing zone. We lose that, we'll never find Lambda.
If your allies can hold out until we arrive, we'll break the siege and rescue your niece. You have my word as a Jedi.
Once they know you're on the way, my people will fight twice as hard. Take my personal shuttle to Friend Mesa. Lane Farrow is our man at the landing zone.
Shalem Avesta sent us. You're in charge here?
Reinforcements! We're saved! Prosk, come here! It's a Jedi!
Speak up, Lane. Not sure the whole Mesa heard you. My name's Prosk, in case Slick here didn't enunciate clearly. Kid's an accountant, barely knows which way to point a blaster. Can't say I'm much better. Used to be a mining foreman. We've set up barricades, but they're not doing much against the regulators. What's the plan, boss?
What are we up against here? Have you seen the regulator forces?
There's a lot of them. They're mean and well-armed. We didn't introduce ourselves. Scouts report regulators headed this way. Big group.
Everyone's manning a barricade. Find one and dig in! Master Jedi, I've never... Those regulators... You're incredible!
I'll drink to that, Slick. Those mercs will think twice about hitting us again. We owe you one.
You boys have any leads on Lambda? Our missing geophysicist? She's the reason we're all here.
Her campsite was ransacked. The regulators must have already captured her and confiscated all the research data. Shalem's right. She found something important.
She might have escaped on foot before the mercenaries hit her camp.
Maybe. But then why hasn't she contacted us for help?
Scanners indicate no one except you has landed on or left the mesa since the regulators came. That means she's still here. Probably at one of their camps.
Great. There's half a dozen camps and no way to pinpoint which one she's at. Have to keep hitting them until she turns up.
How big and well-defended are the mercenary camps? I'm guessing our enemies aren't sitting around roasting brobelos and singing.
All we know is the regulators dropped a whole mess of men here with who knows what firepower. A few of our search parties never made it back. You find any other prisoners, send them here.
Someone here might know how to slice the regulators' comm frequency and find out what they're doing. Ask around, Prosk.
Slick takes charge with his big brain. On it, boss.
We'll hold this landing zone as long as it takes. Good luck.
Red Team, come in. This is Vice Commandant Brevin. We've scanned heavy fire in your zone. Status report.
Start running now. You might get out alive.
You're outnumbered by troops who have run ops in 30 systems. Our victory rate is 100%. You got lucky this time. It won't happen again. You should have taken the hint. I command the regulators, and I've got plenty of reinforcements to throw your way. Now they're angry.
The longer you waste my time, the worse it'll be when I find you.
Good luck with that. My regulators get double pay to bring me your head.
It's Prosk. You read? We sliced the Merc's comm network. Hearing all kinds of interesting chatter. Whatever you're doing, it's paying off. The Mercs have pulled back. The landing zone's all ours.
Dig in and be ready, in case they come back.
Understood. We'll keep listening to the Merc's bellyache, too. Might learn something we can use. Keep up the pressure.
Prosk, come in. We've taken out multiple regulator camps. Still no sign of Lambda.
Scouts report you've got those mercenaries chasing their own tails. Lambda has to be nearby. I'll take some men out and cover more ground.
Think you're clever? Killing my people? Slicing our comm channel? Every time you hit us, the Hutts crack down even harder on the nice people of McKeb. They're dying because of you.
You're supposed to protect McKeb, but you sold out to the Hutts. How much are they paying you to execute innocent people?
Enough, obviously. Make your peace while you can.
Prosk, do you read? Another camp down and still no Lambda. Any luck on your end?
Hang on. Getting a distress call. It's her! Patching through!
Blast, is this stupid thing working? Hello? Hello?
We read you, Lambda. Your uncle sent a rescue team. The Republic's here, look!
Shalem didn't send more?
He told us you're a respected geophysicist. You look like a student. How old are you?
I received my doctorate 8 years ago. I was 16. Intimidated yet? My guards abandoned their posts and left me alone. You must be the murdering scum they went after. I broke free and ran to the nearest quake shelter. I'm the only person here. Sending you coordinates.
It's always nice when prisoners help with their own rescues.
Didn't have anything to lose by trying. Wait, what was that noise? Is that on your end?
Lost her. They're blocking her signal. My team's close to that quake shelter. Meet you there.
No!
You got a lot of my friends killed today. Grevin said I could return the favor.
You're all dead.
You scum!
The shelter's collapsing! We have to get out!
Let's end this!
The shelter's coming down! Can we leave already?
I didn't come all this way to die!
Go!
There's never been a groundquake like that in McKeb's history. Geologic instability has increased 1,000-fold since the Hutt takeover. Seismic readings and core stability fluctuations both indicate impending catastrophe. These groundquakes are the direct result of Hutt deep core mining that's going to destroy McKeb.
The moment they sent the regulators here, it was obvious the Hutts had something to hide. Now their secret's out.
Every scrap of data I collected here proves the Hutt Cartel's deep drilling has destabilized McKeb. These groundquakes are only the start. Entire mesas will collapse. After that, gravitational decay will strip away the atmosphere, kill everything. McKeb will become totally uninhabitable.
If we shut down the Cartel's mining operations, would that save McKeb?
It'll only slow the inevitable. We need a better solution. I think there's a way to save McKeb, but I need you to work with me. I'll warn you now. I'm snappish. Everyone says so. It's not personal.
I'd say you're handling yourself just fine under the circumstances.
My family is full of politicians. They say this is my way of rebelling. Did I mention I'm the one who convinced Uncle Shalem to contact the Republic? You're welcome.
You made it! We followed Prosk's signal and... where's Prosk?
I'm sorry. He didn't. He's gone.
He gave his life saving Lambda. The best way to honor that sacrifice is by continuing the fight.
I know. I will. We'll get her back to Shalem. If there's a clear path back to the landing zone, thanks to you.
Meet me at Uncle Shalem's office. We need to figure out a plan. Fast. This is nothing, Uncle. I've run the numbers. 2 days, maybe less. And your office is at the bottom of a sinkhole.
At least your expensive education has finally amounted to something.
Told you I'd repay that loan. Bet you're wishing you'd listened to me sooner. Not dismissed me as a loudmouth conservationist.
Master Jedi, Lambda told me of your incredible rescue. Words cannot convey my thanks. We suspected McKeb was becoming unstable, but I had no idea things were this bad. We never should have let the Hutt Cartel establish their mining operation.
Lambda mentioned that there's a way to stop this disaster. What is it?
The regulators who held me hostage were a chatty bunch. Mostly filthy language and bragging about their blasters, but the leader said something interesting. He mentioned Project Failsafe, a Hutt emergency plan if their mining went wrong. That mercenary believed the Hutts have something to instantly stabilize McKeb.
Did the mercenary say anything else about Project Failsafe? Where it is? How it works?
The conversation dried up when you started attacking their camps. Not that I'm ungrateful.
Millions could die while we wait for the Hutts to act. We need to claim Project Failsafe for ourselves before it's too late.
To Laos City, the Hutt Embassy database.
Ilasof's right. Data on Project Failsafe would be stored in the Hutt Embassy's computers in Laos City. Unfortunately, that's under Cartel control. We need Chief Hercule, Laos City's former security commander. He and a few loyal men have a hidden camp outside the city. They'll get you inside the city and embassy.
We'll head there now. Tell Chief Hercule to get ready.
The Hutts control Laos City and the surrounding area. They'll have to land a shuttle in the countryside. Expect plenty of regulators. Chief Hercule's camp is hidden at these coordinates.
Don't die. You're all we've got.
Chief Hercule? Shalem Avesta sent us. He says you know a way into the Hutt Embassy.
If I'd known a Jedi war hero was coming, I'd have cleaned myself up, made some lunch. Hutt Embassy's locked up tight. Used to have a fancy-pants bureaucrat helping us inside, Representative Eklund, but he's gone quiet. Probably dead. Good news is, the Cartel hasn't changed anything at their embassy. Got the same turrets, droids, passcodes I set up for them. Lazy Hutts.
How do you know they haven't set up new procedures and kept them secret?
The other great thing about Hutts? They're overconfident. Never expected to be facing the likes of you, either. You want inside the Hutt embassy, you'll have to finesse 3 layers of security. First layer is heavy turrets in the courtyard. The only good thing to come out of these ground quakes is that they expose the turret power generators. Overload those, and turrets lose their punch.
Disable the turret power generators so we don't get torched on the way in. And then?
Security layer 2 is the embassy's main door. 3 meters of reinforced durasteel. Even a lightsaber would take hours to cut through. But the door will unlock for a diplomatic passcode. You can generate one by accessing the government building secure terminal.
I remember when all you needed to bust open a building was detonite and attitude.
Good old days. I miss them too. Last but not least are the security droids. Top of the line Arcanian models. Nasty disposition. Shoot intruders on sight. Good news is they can be reprogrammed. The droid control station in my old security HQ will do the trick.
We could use some allies. Those droids will do nicely. We'll take it from here, Chief.
Hit those objectives and I guarantee you'll get inside the embassy. Whether you find your answers is a different matter. If Representative Eklund's still alive, maybe help him escape. He's a fuss budget, but basically all right. I'll keep a comm channel open when I can.
Acknowledging new ident code. Greetings, Senior Command Unit 223.
Good to know Chief Hercwill's codes are still valid.
Feel free to inspect the embassy. You will find everything in order.
Wait, please. I'm an unarmed civilian. Representative Eklund with the McKeb Provisional Authority Council. I'm the official liaison to the Hutt Cartel. Whatever you need, I'll make sure you get it. Just don't hurt me.
I ought to take your head back to Shalem as a present. You sold out to the Hutts, didn't you?
I am working with them. Shalem doesn't understand the situation. Like it or not, the Hutt control McKeb now. Our only option is to cooperate, make the best of our new situation. Instead, Shalem stirs up trouble. He doesn't realize how much worse the Hutts could make things for us.
While you're busy sucking up to the Hutts, they're destabilizing the entire planet with deep core drilling. McKeb is falling apart thanks to you.
That's exactly the kind of ridiculousness I'm talking about. Is that what Shalem tells his recruits? It doesn't even make sense. The Hutts are here on the planet too. If McKeb is destroyed, they die with it.
The Hutts have something called Project Failsafe, but they'll push this planet to the brink of destruction before using it.
Say I believed you. Wouldn't I want definite proof before risking my life to stop them? If this Project Failsafe exists, there must be some record of it in the Embassy's archives. I'll get you access to them. But the Hutts are on high alert. They've already summoned reinforcements. You'll have to deal with them. I'll meet you in the archive room.
Don't even think about running back to the Hutts. There's no place in this galaxy where I can't get you.
I am not like Shalem. I don't fight losing battles. See you at the archives.
Security protocols have been disabled. Eklund came through.
Almost. I ran when I heard the fighting. Let me finish this. The Hutt in charge of McKeb is named Taboro. If Project Failsafe exists, there should be some reference to it in his communication logs.
I assume you've met Taboro. What's your take on him?
He isn't your typical Hutt. Quick profits matter less to him than long-term gains. Here, a holo from someone named Vidrig has a Project Failsafe tag. Let's hear what it says.
Greetings, O great and glorious Taboro. I'm happy to report that Project Failsafe is both on schedule and under budget. Your Grand Arc is approaching completion.
Ever met this Vidrig before? He sounds like a used speeder salesman.
I've heard the name once, but this is the first I've seen of him. Hideous fellow.
As these schematics illustrate, the Ark's ingenious outer layer will completely shield the vessel and its precious contents from McKeb's atmospheric unpleasantness. The cargo hold will store your entire Isotope 5 stockpile, while your chosen few companions travel in luxurious comfort on the Ark's upper decks.
Taboro's building a starship to evacuate the Hutts and transport this Isotope 5 off-world. Whatever that stuff is, it's worth McKeb's destruction.
We've never mined anything called Isotope 5. It must be something the Hutts discovered.
Mighty Taboro, may I suggest replacing the standard passenger cabins with deluxe suites more suited to a Hutt of your stature? I can easily add them before the Ark's completion.
This hollow is recent. Vidric is still building the Ark. That means there's time to steal it for ourselves and evacuate the planet. Based on the schematics, we'll have room for the whole population if we convert the cargo hold to carry passengers.
There are only so many places the Hutts could hide such a massive project. We have to find it.
Maybe there's another hollow from Vidric saying where he set up his construction site.
Nothing that obvious. But if I dig deep enough, I'm sure I'll find something. I'll scour these archives and transmit everything I find to Shalem. Given the circumstances, I feel rather unsafe remaining here. There's a shuttle pad nearby. If you remove the guards and unlock the shuttles, we could all fly away safely.
You're alive. Guess my advice worked, huh? Shalem told me to patch you through right away.
We're already analyzing the project failsafe plans Representative Eklund transmitted to us. They're sickening. Taboro the Hutt is masterminding the greatest crime in galactic history. With Vidric's Ark, they'll escape McKeb and leave us all to die. We can't let that happen.
The only way that Ark's leaving is with us at the helm and McKeb's people safe inside it.
If there's any justice in the galaxy, we'll get to see the look on Taboro's face as we depart in his starship.
I matched the Ark's construction site map to topographic readings. The Ark's being built at a secret facility inside the giant sphere. That's a big tourist trap, a mesa with a hollow interior. Too dangerous to colonize, but perfect for hiding an Ark's construction.
There's no way the Hutts could have started a major construction project inside a planetary landmark without attracting attention.
We closed all access to the giant sphere out of safety concerns months ago, at Taboro's urging. He duped us.
Contact me when you're the giant spear. I'll help you plan this attack. It won't be an easy fight.
Don't look at me. I've got a city to evacuate. Good luck.
Ilasov, we're at the giant spear. What have you got for us?
We sent probe droids to scan the zone ahead of you. Their readings, not good news. Regulator fire teams are patrolling the site. Some of Vice Commandant Greven's finest, backed by top lieutenants from the Hutt Cartel. Everyone's packing military hardware.
Any chance Greven is commanding these forces? It'd be nice to have another talk with him.
Doesn't look like it. Too bad. That son of a Hutt deserves to fry with the rest of his two-faced traitors. The Ark construction site's behind a triple-bladed Durasteel blast door. Takes 3 separate keycards to open the thing. Only Cartel representatives carry them. Guess the Hutts only trust the regulators up to a point. You need to find the Cartel's top lieutenants and get their keycards.
Would it be possible to simply cut through the door with, say, a lightsaber?
You'd be at it for days. One thing Hutts know how to make is strong doors. Contact me when you've unlocked the blast door. I'll let you know if we find anything else in these files. Good luck.
Ilasov, we're through the blast door.
Good. Seal it behind you. There ought to be a control panel nearby. Scramble the security codes. That'll keep reinforcements from following you. Schematics for the Ark construction site are a mess. Can't tell what half the symbols mean. Just do whatever it takes to secure the Ark. And good luck.
This is insane. My men are working triple overtime and we're still falling behind.
Work faster.
That's not... Look, we both know Vidrig's skimming off the top. If this keeps up, we'll never finish the arc.
You got a big mouth, Tiero. Maybe I'll shut it for you.
Put that blaster down now, or this man's conscience will be the least of your concerns.
Wait. You're who Taboro's yelling about. Give me a hand here. She's worth a fortune dead.
Republic, huh? Don't know what you're doing on McKeb, but thanks. These cartel idiots won't listen to reason. I tried calling for help and get a blaster shoved in my face. The Hutts work us to death, treat us like slaves, no, like animals.
We're here to commandeer the Ark for the people of McKeb. Once it's secure, you and your men will be freed.
We're working 18-hour days, no breaks, no visits home. It's all on Vidrig's orders. My men break their backs, building his Ark while he steals everything not bolted down. Thanks to Vidrig, the Ark's weeks behind schedule. My crew can't finish the ship while that slimy Devaronian's selling off its components.
That stupid Devaronian may have doomed the whole planet. I'll make sure he dies first.
Don't let him talk his way out of this. He's good at the chatter. I'll tell my crew to lay low. Put Vidrig in his place, and we'll help you out however we can.
Got the best Ugnaught engineer in 4 sectors on retainer. She's a genius with electro-plumbing.
You'll have the classiest refresher in Coruscant, boss.
Still can't decide what to put in the sonic shower. Felucian Glimmerstones look so elegant, but I love Rylothian onyx tile.
Why settle for just one? They're both excellent gravestones, and your days are numbered.
You're that Republic hero Taboro's screaming about on the Hollow. The Cartel's so worried they're paying double to finish the Ark ahead of schedule. That's on top of what they're offering to kill you. Never let it be said I'm not generous in defeat. You can have this incredible marvel of starship design at a 20% discount. 30%?
I don't think you understand the gravity of your situation.
Gravity, huh? Good one. I admit the ship needs a little work, but she's almost ready to fly. Besides, being incomplete means there's room to customize. Let me live, and I'll have this baby ready to leave the atmosphere in no time. You won't find a better offer, trust me.
That speech might have worked on a Hutt, but not me. Scum like you make me sick.
Ah!
This one's actually useful. We can put him to work.
Anything you want. I'll get my welding gloves.
Haven't had contact with the outside in weeks. This is Foreman Tiero, and Republic forces calling from Giant Spear. Does anyone read?
Loud and clear, Tiero. We sent those Republic forces. What's the Ark status? Is it secure?
Bad news, Ilasov. Vidrig was scamming the Hutts. The Ark is nowhere near complete.
Those idiot Hutts can't even save themselves right. Stand by.
Foreman, this is Shalem Avesta. McKeb's core is tearing apart, and we can't stop it. That Ark is our people's only hope of escape. If I send you every able body I have and guarantee your safety, can you finish the Ark in time to evacuate our world?
I'll blasted well try.
The Hutts are surely organizing a counterattack. We're forming a battle plan to defeat it. We'll brief you back here. Hurry!
If the Hutts are striking back, should we leave these workers and the Ark unguarded?
You lock the main blast door. We can hold out until reinforcements get here. Vidrig kept a private shuttle pad nearby. You can take his transport while we get to work.
We can't thank you enough for securing the Ark, Master Jedi. You turned certain death into a chance for survival.
The Hutts won't give up the Ark without a fight, and they have an army. Our battles have just begun.
You're more right than you know. We intercepted priority signals from the Cartel. Every regulator in this hemisphere has been ordered to retake the Ark, at all costs.
If we knew the Regulator Army's staging point, we could potentially cut them off.
Surest way to close any deal is by blocking the competition from bidding.
Some refugees know how to use a blaster. I'll organize the security force to protect the Ark. Navigator, we'll need your shuttle. Come on.
My people are scouting for regulator activity and reporting what they find. We've identified one major staging area.
The Fingers. Originally one mesa, until a quake redecorated the place. Now it's held together by a series of interconnected energy fields, light bridges.
The regulators store heavy artillery and weapon caches there. If those mercenaries rearm, they'll blast us to oblivion.
We'll take their toys away, but I won't be happy until the regulators have cashed their last credit vouchers. Point me at that scum.
We know the regulators' army also includes war droids and a battle platform. We're still scouting for those.
Translation. He's finding lots of ways to risk your life.
You're trying to save your people, and we're your best chance. There's nothing to apologize for.
Who was apologizing?
Once you've destroyed the artillery and weapon caches in the Fingers, contact me. I should have additional targets by then. Good luck.
Shalem, come in. The regulators' weapon caches are all destroyed.
Outstanding. I hope you're ready for more. We've detected an army of war droids massing for an attack. If those war droids make it across that bridge, they'll slaughter everyone in their path, including us.
You said the war droids are already in place. Why haven't they moved in?
We think they're awaiting orders from the Regulator Command Center. We're still hunting for that. The war droids are holding position for now, but you could lure them out by transmitting false orders from the mercenary army's comm towers. Once the droids are halfway across the light bridge, you could deactivate it. Drop the whole army into the depths.
Droids make hilarious noises when they're destroyed. Too bad we won't be able to hear them.
Slice into the mercenary comm towers, transmit the false marching orders, and deactivate the light bridge at the perfect moment. Good luck.
The war droid army is gone for good. The regulators will think twice before setting foot on that light bridge.
I know the cost per unit of those war droids. Between them and the weapons you destroyed, the regulators are over 300 million credits in the red.
I won't be happy until we make the billion mark. What else can we blow up?
We finally tracked down the main mercenary base. A floating battle platform called the Storm Carrier. Vice Commandant Grevin, the mercenary leader, is gathering troops there. We can't let Grevin's forces reach the Ark. The only way to stop the Storm Carrier is by overloading its power reactors to meltdown.
Should we eliminate Vice Commandant Grevin, or is he worth more as a prisoner?
Grevin knows the Hutts won't tolerate failure. I doubt he'll let himself be captured. Sending you the Storm Carrier's coordinates. Our scouts report there's a regulator shuttle near your position. You can fly it directly to the enemy and take them completely by surprise. Everything's riding on this. May fortune smile on us all.
Warning. Warning. Reactors 2, 5, and 8. Approaching critical mass. Carrier cooling system has been disabled.
I knew you were ruthless, but you'd destroy this carrier. Kill everyone aboard just to make a point. If I didn't have to shoot you, I'd give you a job.
I've been hoping we'd meet. You've been on my to-kill list since I got here.
What a coincidence. You're on my list too. Once you're dead, the cartel's paying us more than we'd earn in a lifetime from this planet's idiot government. McKeb can burn for all we care. So can your Republic. Isotope 5 will change everything. Once they're done mining McKeb, the Hutts will own this galaxy.
The cartel is destroying McKeb to mine Isotope 5? What makes that substance worth all this?
No point telling you. Won't do any good. You've cost me a fortune today, but I can still recover my expenses. Time to settle your debt.
Total reactor network meltdown in progress. Abandon ship. Repeat. Abandon ship.
Need a lift. Hang on, I'm coming in.
People of McKeb, your heroes return.
Watch out. Uncle Shalem's running for president of whatever planet we all move to.
This heroic Jedi led us to victory against the Hutt treachery. Now we have freedom, and an Ark that will deliver us to safety.
Keep the spotlight to yourself, Shalem.
A hero who believes in deeds, not words. How about a round of applause? I meant what I said. All of it. The Ark is safe, and we'll soon have it ready to fly. We've earned a moment to celebrate. Especially you.
Back at the Hutt embassy, we found a holo that said the Ark was being built to transport something called Isotope 5. When we faced Grevin, he said Isotope 5 will change the galaxy, but he wouldn't say how. Does that name mean anything to you?
Sounds more like some idiotic Hutt codename than a scientific discovery.
We finally have mighty Taboro the Hutt's attention. Calling to congratulate us, old friend?
You're not much of a salesman, Taboro, but I've always wanted to see a Hutt grovel. Can you actually bend over enough to kiss the ground?
Spare us your empty threats, Taboro. McKeb is doomed, and the Ark is our only escape. If we give it back, we're all dead.
Thanks for telling us where to fuel up the Ark. We'll be right over.
I recognize where that droid was attacking. Tarlum. It's a small city without defenses. I'll summon a shuttle to take you there. Please, save my people.
The easiest way to solve all our problems is frying that Hutt.
We can't focus on revenge right now. My citizens are in danger. I'm sending an emergency signal to the Republic. We need a science expert down here. If Taboro's telling the truth about Isotope 5, we're still stranded, and that Hutt's going to slaughter us all. Hurry to Tarlum and stop his droid.
What's the galaxy coming to? Hutt's invading, planet's cracking in half, and now whatever it was. Somebody tell me what that was.
It appeared to be a droid, Mayor.
Here I was, thinking it was a shiny Wookiee on stilts wearing turbo lasers for a hat. A droid indeed. Now, who the blazes are you?
I'm the person in charge here, effective immediately.
You want the shortest term as mayor in town history? Take it.
These are the reinforcements Shayla Mavesta told us to expect. They're here to help.
This mesa's already collapsing. Now, I've got wounded people everywhere, and all the working shuttle pads are outside town.
Unless you can evacuate people with your mouth, I suggest closing it and getting to work.
Thanks for the advice.
Mayor, we're getting emergency alerts. The Hutts are landing reinforcements, mercenaries, and more of those droids.
Lovely. I'm the one-legged woman at the droid kicking contest.
They're holding the shuttle pads. We'll never get off the mesa unless someone drives the enemy off.
Leave the Hutt forces to me. I'll open the routes out of here. You be ready to move your people.
Just clearing off the pads isn't enough, though. We need to stop the Hutts from landing more reinforcements until we've all evacuated.
We could erect energy shields, Mayor. Cover the pads so they can only be used for flying out.
Solaire, you're actually useful. If we got you some energy shields, could you set them up at each landing pad?
You can count on me. Complicated missions are my specialty. I'll clear the shuttle pads and make sure they won't work for the Hutts.
Gather the wounded, prep for evacuation on the double. We are leaving.
Take these energy shields. Activate them at the landing pads. Good luck.
That's far enough, thank you. I doubt even the Force can stop me from pulling this trigger. Best not to try.
Please, the next groundquake could destroy this mesa. Kill us all.
Then let's keep the negotiations brief, We've done no harm to these people. All we seek is the droid's Isotope 5 power supply.
What does the Empire know about Isotope 5?
You misunderstand my position. I don't know what the substance is, nor do I care. I'm simply following orders to recover samples. No time for debate. Let us have the Isotope 5 or we'll be forced to execute the prisoners. I'm sure no one wants that.
My only interest is saving lives. Leave quickly, and there will be no need for violence.
A Jedi committed to peace. How refreshing. Men, gather what we came for.
Thought we were deader than a depleted reactor. Thanks. I'm sure it wasn't easy letting those Imperials go.
Ugh, bad enough we're fighting a lunatic Hutt. Now the Empire's here too?
Maybe no one told them the planet's coming apart.
We'd better get moving.
I'll tell Shalem to expect wounded.
Mayor, good to see you alive. I trust everything is under control?
This mesa's falling apart under our feet, and we've got wounded. We need a destination for these people right away.
We'll have medics standing by at the refugee center, Mayor. Take your people there. I've set up a new camp near the Ark construction site. You have the coordinates. Meet me to plot our next move.
We'll be there soon, Shalem. Do you have a plan in mind?
The Republic sent down a top engineer to review the Ark's schematics. He's made some interesting discoveries. Hurry.
Ah, you're here. Good news. Tarlum's refugees evacuated safely, and no fresh reports of Taboro's droids. You bought us time, and we'll need it. This is Gazadar, one of the Republic's top engineers, and a brave man for coming down here.
Couldn't pass up a chance to thank the legendary Jedi who saved Coruscant. I was there when you stopped the planet prison.
I'm surprised you know anything about that. It wasn't common knowledge at the time.
I heard about it well after the fact. Nothing like belatedly realizing you escaped certain doom.
Gaz just made it through the analysis of the Ark schematics. I'm sad to report that Taburo wasn't lying.
The Ark was specifically built to run on Isotope 5. It's the only energy source capable of pushing that massive vessel through McKeb's atmosphere.
I still haven't heard a decent explanation for what that substance is. What makes Isotope 5 so special?
It appears to be a radioactive variant of Illyrium, unique to McKeb's planetary core. From what little I've examined, it's nearly a template element. Isotope 5 can be modified into all manner of useful configurations, including a potent fuel source. But I'm no expert.
Then we need the real brains behind the Hutt Cartel's operations here. Dr. Juvard Ilip Ogorab. And we know where he is.
Whoa. The only 5-time winner of the Beodur Science Prizes on McKeb? Are you saying he designed the Ark?
Probably those droids, too. Dr. Ogorab has been holed up at the Sanctuary Research Complex since before his people invaded. If anyone knows about Isotope 5, it's him.
Why would a Hutt scientist help us at all? Isn't he with the Cartel?
Dr. Ogorab is well respected across the galaxy. For a Hutt, he's pretty reasonable. The Sanctuary Research Complex is one of the most advanced experimental laboratories in the galaxy. It's on an isolated mesa completely under Hutt control.
There's no telling what sort of defenses a genius like Dr. Ogorab has there. And you'll be going in blind.
There are data access terminals on the Sanctuary's testing grounds. Try accessing one. It might let you disable any unwelcome surprises. Otherwise, good luck.
I don't care how well defended Sanctuary is. I'm tougher. I'll have Dr. Ogorab back in time for dinner.
I have no plans to feed him. It would cost a fortune.
And please, for the love of science, don't hurt Dr. Ogorab. I didn't bring a way to preserve his brain.
It's high time you Republic agitators showed up. Taburo and his brutes have this entire facility captive. I was wondering if you'd ever bother liberating it.
I'm not here to free anyone. Unless by liberate you mean throw in binder cuffs and drag away for questioning.
Not everyone here serves Taburo willingly. This was an independent research facility before he blundered in. There are many on this mesa being forced to work as slaves. We would be honored to aid your attack. We possess detailed data on the lethal security grid Taburo installed across the mesa. We'll help you destroy it so you can enter the main complex, and we can escape.
If you have information, now's the time to share it. Things are about to get loud.
I am transmitting data on several key objectives. Each will provide you ample opportunity to convey your displeasure with Taburo. Stand by. Follow those instructions precisely. You'll not only gain access to the main complex, you'll destroy Taburo's security grid. We'll speak again when you breach the main complex entrance.
Taburo's security grid is down. We're entering the main complex.
Splendiferous! You've eliminated many of that bully's unforgivably barbaric thugs, but more remain inside the complex. Once you've eliminated them and disabled any internal defenses, we will evacuate Sanctuary. Your heroics are most appreciated, and we will return the favor. It is obvious you came for the illustrious Dr. Ogorab. We're transmitting his coordinates so that you may quickly find him. Best of luck.
Yo canta patachawa, moki ile mawata. Najoba numbotafa, abatikuna chitu nik na nolia. Jobe tuta, kasoya ikoi, radoe tapa chapapa.
Anyone who isn't with us is on the losing team. I'm sure Dr. Ogorab is smart enough to see that.
Ochimo. Ubanchome alipa isti patoka. Tuchi puna puna. Manchikabuk nuneslimo.
Mochimo. Ubanchome alipa isti patoka.
Churlish nincompoop. You can see why I was forced to lend my brilliance to your assault. I'm glad you're here. My apologies for the earlier subterfuge. A necessary contrivance. Taboros seized control of my defenses and is watching me closely, but I am no one's prisoner.
You helped us defeat your own security grid. I thought your people only spoke in Huttese.
All Hutts can speak your language. We simply choose not to. Given the circumstances, I prefer to avoid linguistic misunderstandings. We have complementary goals. You want what Tabaro possesses, and I wish very much not to die here. Provide me with transport off this doomed planet. I will aid your efforts to recover the Isotope 5 fuel rods that power Taboros Ark.
Tell us where the fuel rods are, and we'll consider your offer.
What you seek lies within Taboros' private fortress. That part is elementary. Accessing it will require abundant artistry. I have a personal shuttle here. It's large enough to accommodate us all. Thanks to you, we can now fly. We should leave before Tabaro sends an army to kill us. Take me to your allies, and I will explain what must be done.
Doctor, it's such an honor. I'm so glad we weren't forced to kill you.
We held up our end of the bargain and got you to safety. Tell us about Isotope 5, and how to fuel the Ark.
Isotope 5. Taboros' great discovery at the center of McKeb. Something truly unique in all the galaxy, and worth destroying this planet to obtain. Imagine a substance as light as shimmer silk, but stronger than Durasteel. It distorts gravity and electromagnetic fields so predictably that it can be refined into fuel. Isotope 5 has limitless potential to remake this galaxy. Those droids you battled were first-generation prototypes. Playthings.
Are you saying there are even more advanced versions of those droids? How many? What are their capabilities?
Taboro has dozens of prototype weapons. Their capabilities vary based on whatever creative inspiration moved me that day. I crafted a beautiful set of Isotope 5 fuel rods to power Taboro's Ark. Some of my finest work, but you'll never see it. According to my data stream, Tabaro has increased mining production to maximum levels. McKeb's destruction will arrive far ahead of schedule. You have a spacecraft, yes? We should depart immediately.
You never intended to help us. All you wanted was a way off McKeb before Taboro sent a hit squad after you.
No. I only became aware of the drilling increase during our voyage here.
The mining platforms are massive lasers drilling directly into the planet. Shutting them down would release core pressure and buy us time.
Attacking the mining platforms would be suicidal. Even worse, it might kill me. Wait, why do I get the feeling you're serious?
I don't trust this mound of flap as far as I can throw him. Stick him someplace secure. And small.
An orbit-capable shuttle would do nicely. Joking.
We need to deactivate all of Taboro's mining platforms. That's the only way to slow McKeb's destruction until we can get the Ark's fuel rods.
I fear it won't be as easy as flipping switches. The platforms and their control rooms will be heavily defended.
Surely Taboro has the platforms rigged to shoot down any incoming shuttles.
Thanks to Dr. Ogorob's craft, we know what transponder frequency Taboro uses to identify friendly airspeeders. We'll fake them out.
I'll have a transport to the mining platforms prepped for you immediately. Keep us apprised of your progress.
Thanks for the assist. Private Vandalic 8th Imperial Infantry. Might keep your distance. Insides leaking out.
Don't try to move. We'll transport you out of here.
Generous, but a waste of effort. Not much time. So listen. Wasn't always Imperial military. Born on McKeb. Caught wind of the Hutt takeover. volunteered for this. Defend my old home.
You don't sound like a typical Imperial. Didn't realize the military was recruiting outside their space.
Was this, or mining? Bad choice, looking back. Orders were to steal Isotope 5. But I wanted to help your evacuation. Still have friends and family here. Shutting down drills, not enough. Need to open emergency release valves at primary control center. Reduce core pressure.
Where is this primary control center? We'll go right away.
Have the coordinates. Controls are locked down. You'll need help. Use Slicer Spike in control center's mainframe. Override Hutt security lockout. Take control. Vent the core. Control center's heavily guarded. Sorry, that part's on you. Please get my people off this rock.
On my honor as a Jedi, your loved ones will be saved.
I believe you. Wish I could stay.
Lambda, Gez, we're at the drilling site's primary control center. An Imperial soldier, an ex-native, told us to open the emergency release valves. He said it was the only way to release planetary core pressure. Do you agree?
Tectonic vibrations are still off the charts. Coranto Mesa just exploded. Good thing we're not there. Those drilling lasers were working overtime. The heat buildup beneath the planet's crust is massive. Venting the core would cool things off.
Sounds like it's our only option. Slicing the mainframe now.
It's working. Readings show seismic activity falling quickly. That should buy you enough time to get the Ark's fuel rods.
I think it's time we finally paid Taboro a visit in person. Where can we find that Hutt?
You don't want to go anywhere near him until you get help from our new friends. We've had an interesting development while you were gone. Dr. Ogorob isn't the only Hutt on McKeb who's changing sides. The local Hutt cartel leaders, minus Taboro, want to negotiate with you personally. Hurry back to camp and meet us in the diplomatic tent.
You sold us out to that maniac Taboro? Now that he's turned on you, we're supposed to save your skins? Incredible.
Had we known Taboro was insane, we never would have supported him. He is no longer Hutt Cartel. We formally shun him. However, in breaking ties with Taboro, we find ourselves stranded on McKeb with you. We are prepared to offer generous compensation for seating and cargo space aboard the Ark.
Cargo? Are you delusional? Your bodies take up more room than a dozen good people.
Ah, one of the Republic's greatest heroes. Just the person we could use to bring some wisdom and perspective to the discussion.
We've stabilized McKeb for now, but we need those fuel rods. Get rid of these clowns.
My sentiments exactly.
Most revered Republic champions, my masters apologize for this unfortunate situation. Surely we can reach a state of mutually beneficial recompense and earn passage aboard the Ark?
My people deserve rescue. The Hutt Cartel's leaders can't just beg their way out.
Shalem's right. But these are the most powerful Hutts in the galaxy. We can name our price to save their lives, and think what that means for defeating the Empire.
They'll say anything to get what they want, and the minute we turn our backs, they'll stab us.
They wouldn't dare. You hold all the power here. You can force them to commit their fleet to our side. Taboro has lost his mind, and these cartel leaders know it. They can't go back to him. They need us.
Honored Republic heroes, you are known for mercy and greatness. Can you find it within yourselves to forgive our profound error in judgment?
As a Jedi, the Sith are my greatest enemy. One day there won't be any of them left to fight. Are there any reasons I shouldn't eradicate the Hutts next?
Honored Republic negotiators, my masters will happily continue debasing themselves, but McKeb's time grows short. If you provide safe passage for my masters and their cargo, they will fully commit the cartel to an alliance with the Republic. Surely you find this agreeable?
You'll commit a lot more than fully. The Cartel cost the Republic time and credits that could have been spent defeating the Empire. We'll need your technology, your mercenaries, your warships, and your money. Keep giving them until we tell you to stop. That's our offer. Take it or leave it. Your masters can enjoy McKeb's destruction from front row seats for all we care.
My masters wish no further hostilities with you. The offer is accepted without condition.
I think you're the first in galactic history to force the Hutts into a deal they can't afford. Now all we need are those fuel rods. Dr. Ogorov is with Shalem. You should coordinate with them.
The Cartel has deserted you, Toboro. You have no allies left. Don't be a fool. Give us the fuel rods.
We're done negotiating with that insane Hutt. Cut the comm and stop wasting time.
I thought I could appeal to the businessman in him. Apparently that part of Toboro no longer exists.
That inbred imbecile has abandoned all sanity. You will have to take the Ark's fuel rods by force. His palace is a testament to my artistry. I poured my spirit into designing lethal defenses. I also left myself a private entrance inside.
Finding a way inside the palace is the least of our problems. We're heading into the heart of a lunatic's private playground.
Toboro will have far more than my inspired designs guarding him. His most lethal soldiers and Isotope 5 droids patrol every corridor.
We'll hold this position until you get back.
Without those fuel rods, millions will die. If you can't get them, I'm canceling your parade.
Tell your people not to worry. We'll get those fuel rods no matter what.
Be safe.
You now have coordinates and the security code to my secret entrance. Once you're inside, contact me for more information. Don't die.
Your hidden entrance appears to be unguarded, Doctor.
Of course. Toboro doesn't even know it exists. He has no eye for such exquisite detail. He is also despairingly predictable, and almost certainly ranting away in his throne room while clutching the fuel rods to his bosom. I am transmitting procedures to defeat the security protocols separating you from Toboro. Follow them precisely. I'll be unable to reach you via holo after this.
We can take things from here. You've been most helpful. The Republic will remember your cooperation.
Perhaps your Supreme Chancellor will reward me with my own private laboratory. The planet Tisharon would be perfect. A last word of advice. Toboro asked for some rather unorthodox droid designs. It's possible he actually built a few. If so, good luck with them.
Yuna, Niska Chananga Wachi, Kwospaini, Hontinka. La Joba Numbotafa, Avatikun Achido Nignanolia.
All your friends just surrendered to us. At this rate, Hutt will be a Republic world by next week. Enjoy the irony.
Nava Dumpa Stupa, Mahakisa, Uchimo. Ubanchone Alipa Isti Patoga.
I hope you've enjoyed your reign over the Cartel, because it's ending right now. Any last words, Hutt?
Agua Bosca Puño, Oscar. Tazusa Nego, Yada Noia Catau, Saludos. Hindi Yayobana Pi, Doha. Ras, Kanuta Perot Castuta. Donna Pakisa, Tekaya Shrekurala, Oscar Quapopana. Unijoka, Lucha.
Oh no, you don't. Nobody kills you but me. fuel rods, as promised. Taboro's gone, along with his entire supply of Isotope 5.
The whole planet felt it. Lembda says the explosion triggered a chain reaction in the planet's core. If you have unfinished business, better make it quick. I'll take the fuel rods and get our people to work installing them. I left a shielded shuttle here at the camp. It's your ticket off McKeb. The rest of us are taking the Ark.
This has been quite a vacation, but I think it's time to go home.
And for us to find a new one. I hope we meet again on Keylander Station.
Fuel rods are in place. Power levels are at 80%. I hope it's enough.
It'll have to be. Lembda says there's a fissure opening directly beneath us. We're launching before the mesa collapses.
You're safe. When our scouts reported the catastrophe on the surface, we feared the worst.
When have I ever let down the Republic?
There's always a first time. I'm glad it wasn't today. Please meet me in Keylander Station's conference chamber. We have much to discuss.
The Supreme Chancellor requested a meeting.
Welcome back. I was informed that you survived a terrifying ordeal. You have my deepest admiration. Ah, here they are.
Millions of hungry mouths to feed and nothing to show for it. You pledged McKeb to us, Shalem, and you knew it was doomed.
We had no idea the planet was that unstable. Our offer was made in good faith.
My uncle is a businessman, Chancellor. But in this case, he's telling the truth.
You knew the groundquakes were getting worse. You used the Republic, knowing we'd be obligated to help your people even if you had nothing to offer in return.
They didn't know McKeb was doomed. Only that the groundquakes were increasing after the Hutts took over. They didn't voice all of their suspicions, but they were trying to save lives. Would we have acted any different?
That hardly matters now. This is a debacle. We came here seeking resources to defeat the Sith Empire. Instead, we're walking away with debts and obligations.
What about the Hutt leaders? You negotiated a peace agreement with them, didn't you?
Hutt promises aren't worth the time it takes to hear them lie. They're all scum. We can never trust them.
I have no intention of trusting them, but I'll exploit their fear of you for all it's worth. Only the Cartel leaders who needed rescuing agree to this alliance. Fortunately, they possess most of the wealth and power. They'll neutralize any holdouts. With our new friends' wealth and warships, we've gained a substantial advantage over the Empire. That doesn't address the problem of McKeb's people, however. I need a solution.
The Republic needs to establish a haven for war victims. I can't think of anyone more deserving than the people of McKeb. The Hutts have plenty of credits to fund the construction of new homes, and we can use their fleet to protect them.
I had to twist your arm to call the Republic. Glad you finally swallowed that spirit of independence?
After everything we've been through, to receive such generosity. Thank you all.
The people of McKeb need someone guiding them to their new home. I think you're the right person for that job, Shalem.
I'm not. But you've shown me what a true leader looks like. I'll follow that example.
I want to speak with my operative in private. Please excuse us. You've made the best of an unfortunate situation. Well done. The Hutts want to be on the winning side of this war, and you've shown them who that is. We have you alone to thank for this alliance.
All Jedi are taught that our power should be used to bring people together for peace.
A great many have seen your example and responded, and I need that beacon in the darkness more than ever. For too long, the Republic has wasted time reacting to the enemy. We must fight this war to win by going on the offensive. Savor this victory. Return to the war's front lines and press our advantage. Together, we will be triumphant.